GPS Tracking Academy here at US Fleet Tracking. Today, fleet maintenance made simple with GPS trackers. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mark along with Rich, and we've got Brian handling the important stuff, the production. We bring you the Drill Down Show, and we'll get into fleet maintenance, maintenance alerts intricately, and how to set them, what they're there for, and how they can raise your company's game in terms of the bottom line, of course. First of all, I want to tell you about a couple of things involving internally with the company. Our tech support, maybe you've visited with them, maybe more than once or twice. We're very proud of them. Our tech support is live 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Central, Mondays through Fridays, and that is at the number you see, 405-726-9900, and also representation live Saturday, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. You can find them there. If you want to watch some of the recorded pieces that we have, these shows archived, how to install videos, really a plethora of what you can find in your own time. You can go to youtube.com/US Fleet Tracking and see our library of archived events and shows that you can watch at your convenience. I want to remind you that social media alive and well within US Fleet Tracking. We invite you to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and see what's going on that way within the company. Also a great way to communicate with us, as is those surveys that you receive by registering for either GPS Tracking Academy or the Drill Down Show. Again, we are here now for the Drill Down. I hope that you joined us for GPS Tracking Academy. You can chat in any questions, whether it be about what we're talking about, fleet maintenance, or anything you like. We'll open the show up today, and it's a shorter version than is GPS Tracking Academy. So Rich Davis, with that, we talk about fleet maintenance, and that involves a couple of things. It's monitoring your entire fleet that's being tracked, but also how to look ahead and set up maintenance alerts so you don't have to commit everything to memory.
That's right. The fleet maintenance is going to be going over, maintaining your fleet on the maintenance, like your oil changes, when it comes down to tire rotation, from multiple notifications or maybe just that one time. Let's say if your warranty is up, that's where that can come into play. So
you're autonomous to set them up for a one-time or in perpetuity until you decide you don't want it. And you'll show how to set mileage, even warnings, and hours of usage warnings, because of course when we get that first trigger, sometimes we don't react, but those warnings give you a second heads up to get things done. I know, for instance, in my home, it's challenging to get a couple of oil changes done. You can do this over literally hundreds of vehicles in your fleet, and there are no extra a la carte charges to any and however many of these settings you establish. So with that, let's go toward fleet maintenance, and we'll hit the screen now and know how to trigger it immediately.
So the first few things we have, the first thing I'm going to do is show you how to create a maintenance alert.
And you're taking
it through
alerts.
That's right. So the first thing you want to do is go to alert notifications.
And we're, of course, assuming you're already signed in.
That's right. So you want to go to alerts. And as you can see, we already have one right here for an oil change as a perfect example. So you can click on this one itself and look at the information. So right here, for example, it's every 3,000 miles. It will alert me at 3,500 miles. So you'll get a warning message telling you, hey, you're about 500 miles till it's due. You might want to get that changed. And then at 3,500 miles, you'll also get a warning saying you're at your limit. You might want to get it changed.
You're in effect beyond what you had said.
Correct. So if we actually go back real quick, going back to the beginning, come up here to hit create. And where it says type, you want to go down to maintenance. Now this is where we can name it, so we could call it, Mark's oil change. Now recipients, this is who we add for it to contact, for it to reach out to. So you want to go to add recipient, and then you want to hit select which one you want to do. So we'll notify Steve by email and by SMS that when either an oil change or whatever we set up, it will notify him. So down here, we're going to add the condition. Now, this is where you can set it up a one-time use. So let's say it's, the warranty ends at 30,000 miles. Well, maybe at 2,500 or 25,000 miles, maybe we want to have it inspected before that warranty is up. So we just come here and we go 25,000. But we also want it to alert us at 30,000 miles, and that's when pretty much it's up.
Okay.
Now, as I stated before, what's a nice thing is our maintenance is not just for vehicles. A lot of customers use this for equipment as well. So let's say if you use it, for example, in a generator. Well, we want to know by hours. And
Okay.
let's say, every time it goes to the warning condition every, 1,000 hours, it's going to warn us. And then at 1,300 hours, not 13,000, sorry. At 1,300 hours, it's going to be warning us like, hey, we maybe need to change that part or check certain parts on that equipment. Is what that can be really nice.
Because that, just like your mileage, can wear a piece of equipment out. It's hours, time of usage.
That's right.
And back to just quickly the name of the alert. We never corner you into only certain types of alerts. You can literally put there, remind Jeremy to study every 3 days, anything
Exactly.
you want. So you can completely architect it the way you want to. But if certain of your vehicles require different types of maintenance, any reminder will go there. They'll stay. You can maybe assign one company team member to monitor this, depending upon size of fleet, of course. And it's all right there. And the concept, if you save one big repair job, that could pay for the system.
For the entire year.
For the year easily.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, I know we had a customer who I think it was their generators. They're about an $80,000 generator. And our system actually notified them, and their system, they had previously didn't have it in there. So our
Okay.
system warned them. They were able to go out there, check it, which a part was going bad, which would have ruined the entire generator. So they were like, you literally just saved us $80,000.
Wow.
And that paid for the service tenfold. So
certainly.
they couldn't talk more highly of us.
Yeah.
So saving, like you were saying, even saving one thing will pay for the system itself.
Yes, indeed. Now, I interrupted you from heading towards a setting.
So after you set up the alert, the next function that you can go to is you want to come back over down here and go to device management. And this is now where you go to maintenance, because now this is where you can maintain your alerts. So for example, we see Tenncon has one, says no alerts yet. So if you click on that, this is now where you actually put in what its current miles or hours at. So we come here and we put the initial miles is 1,000. Current miles, it has 48,000 miles, for example. Tells you how many initial hours and the current miles. And then this is where then now you can create the alert, which is just right over here, and you can create it to warn you, just like what we were doing before. Now that's one way right there to manage your maintenance or your fleet. And the final thing, if you come down here to reports, let's close out of all these boxes. Now the other thing also is if you ever have these boxes up and you maybe don't want to close it, you can always click this little minimize button and it brings it down here. So you can always open it back up or minimize it.
Okay.
Now, if you come down here to your reports, this is where you can do maybe the hours of operation. So if you click on that, and let's say that Tenncon, view report, now you can see how many hours it had, how many miles it had. So that goes well hand with the maintenance is what that can be really good for.
Okay. Yes. You can judge it any way you want. By hours, by miles. You've got it all in the report.
Yep. So with the fleet maintenance, though, I mean, it's supposed to be very simple, but be able to save time, save money is the best part.
Sure. And working with this, you'll see how to kind of drill down into just what you need, and maybe you want comprehensively every alert you can think of, or really there are only a few. And the more you're in there, the more you'll be able to decipher that everything's on target, act upon it, tell your maintenance supervisor this one's time to act upon, or maybe they are the one driving the monitoring of the tracking, and they do it themselves seamlessly.
Exactly. I mean, the system you want where it automatically notifies you. You don't want to have to manage the system.
Right.
The system helps you manage. So that's the best example I can always say is it's nice where you can be focused on other things and then get these alerts, get this information without having to constantly get on the system and trying to run it or pull it. So
Yes, yes. Anything else you see right there in line with the drill down on fleet maintenance?
No, I mean, really, when it comes down to the maintenance, we have that maintenance alert. We have where you can go down and you can look at it for the hours of operation or the miles. And then you also have those reports where you can pull it up. So if you want to actually see it on paper, not just the alerts
Very
themselves, that's one way you can pull the data because, again, we keep history for 90 days. So if you want to see that maintenance, how many miles they've put on or how many hours, you can go back and look 90 days if you want for a month. Recommend even a month.
About what we find you've gotten, didn't realize it really was there. As
Yeah.
you saved that report central, that's Monday through